Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second round of Lights Out Racing Non-Assist League. We are here on this fine Tuesday evening in Singapore for the second round. We have a total of 17 drivers on the grid. My name is Ezra, and I'm joined here by my good friend and buddy, Nihai. And he's not named Nihai because he's that tall. It's because he has a very large, well, don't want to talk about that right now, but how are you doing today, Nihai?
I'm glad to hear that compliment. Doing well. Looking forward to a hopefully good race here. And hopefully all these 17 drivers that we have here on the grid will be able to make it to the end, but I sincerely doubt that.
Yes, earlier last week on Saturday we had our assist league, and I'm not even sure how many drivers made it. I know we had probably 3 or 4 retirements out of the grid, but actually not as many as I was expecting. But kind of how many drivers do you think will hit themselves into the wall today?
Well, racing and assists gives you a little more help, but I feel like there'll be quite a few more DNFs without the help of ABS and some of that traction control. So we'll see how it goes. They've obviously been playing a lot more, putting into practice a lot more probably than people in the assist league, but I'm still expecting quite a few DNFs.
Yes, so looking at the tire compounds here, it looks like we have a number of drivers coming out on the hards. A couple on the mediums and a good number on the softs. We'll see how many stay with the tire choice. I know one-stop strategy is possible with the medium and hards.
Yeah, you just have to make sure you avoid any damage. Otherwise,
Yes.
that strategy's out the window.
Yeah, I think a 2 strategy is a bit more aggressive. Passing in Singapore, but it does require you to be able to pass a number of drivers in Singapore, and that's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, for sure. You only have really 2 opportunities to do that safely in those DRS zones, but other than that, very risky.
Well, you got 5th on our assist race on Saturday. What was your kind of key to success in your race that you think that we'll see from the drivers here today?
Well, personally, my strategy going into the race was mainly just to avoid contact. So initially off the start, kind of just backed off a little bit, ended up losing a couple positions because of that, but was able to reduce a lot of the carnage that went on into that first and second corner. So just trying to keep out of the way of other people initially, and then pick up your pace from then on, and just wait for others to make mistakes.
Let's see if we can find a driver here who's on a lap.
Seeing a lot of drivers go wide in these corners, especially the people on the hards right now.
I don't see anyone. There we are. There's our first time by Ramacron. He's on the softs. That's a 136.7. That's not too bad of a lap at all.
Nope.
But right off the bat, you can see the difference between the softs and the hards is at least 2 seconds, and that's a pretty significant gap.
Yeah. We'll have to see if it pays off though, because those softs do not last well. I know in one of our practice races, went with that strategy initially, going for the good qualifying on the softs and then trying to keep them in through the race, but it's a whole different game when it comes to race day as opposed to the qualifying pace that you have.
We have a number of new drivers this week that didn't participate last week. It's going to be interesting to see how they do. Let's ride along here with Adrenuv. See how he does. Going to Sector 2. These combination of corners is pretty difficult, especially on the hard tires. And he goes a little bit wide there, and that's going to cost him. Cut that corner as much as you can. And then you really can't put the throttle all the way down. You got to feather it a touch as you go through that weaving, braking in a straight line as early as possible, even though through the corner, braking straight through those 2 corners, and then foot all the way down here into Sector 3.
Yeah, there's a couple corners here where you can get away with going wide on the exit, but most of them, like you see here, are just straight up walls. So you have to be very precise with your angle of your exit.
Touches the wall a touch there. Some drivers like to cut that corner a bit more, and then it's just a tap of the brake through there, downshift, and across the line, and that puts him 6th, which is not too bad for hard tires.
Looks like we have our first retirement of the session with Charles Non-Crash.
Yes, looks like Charles Non-Crash was unable to set a lap. That is too bad for him. He did get 2nd in our race on Saturday in the Assist League, so he definitely has some pace. But he will not be setting a qualifying lap here today.
Yeah, and it was at turn 18 again, that entry under the bridge, that you just have to get that just right if you're carrying a lot of speed. Otherwise, you can't brake late enough. Go right into that wall there.
All right. Let's ride along through with LOR J here. His last corner. And that's a good time for him, though he does have the softs on, so he might not be too happy with that.
4 seconds off.
4 seconds off with the softs. Not ideal. 3.5. 3.5, not.
Given the benefit of the doubt.
Yes, for sure. Let's go along here with Dick Tucker. He's going for the mediums. He is new to this league, or for this week. So a lot of these drivers, that's the thing with having so many new drivers, is we really don't know what to expect from any of these guys. So Secret has been the boss of the field the past few weeks, winning every race he's participated in, actually. So it's going to be interesting to see if he has a real challenge. It looks like we get a yellow in Sector 1, but that clears up right away.
Yeah, Secret with the win last week in Canada, as well as the 1-2 from McLaren with Ron. So good results for that team. But yeah, he's definitely, I think he won by a fairly large margin last week, so we'll see if anyone can catch up to him today.
Looks like we have a number of people on outlaps. Let's see if anyone is on a... his old tires. That doesn't sound good for his engine. He finished his lap. Alright, let's go along here with Dick Tucker then as he does his lap. Going for the mediums. I think that's probably the best choice. I would start on mediums personally. Because you're going to have to go hards at one point, medium hards, if you go for the one stop, so. Give you a better qualifying position and won't hurt you in the race with the extra stop. He really likes to rev his engine out, it seems.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much that helps you actually, but...
Well, good thing you don't have to keep those engines like they do in real life, because this one will be worn out after 2 races.
Yeah. And the overheating.
He looks pretty quick through here. We
Yeah,
have a
really
lot of
tight
yellow
lap.
flags here. Let's see here. It looks like Azzy 3 crashed at the end of Sector 2. A tiny bit of lockup there, but pretty good corner. Floor down. This corner here is also difficult because you're coming around the turn and you have to brake in a straight line, especially with no ABS. Cuts that corner just a touch. Gain a little extra time. And you don't want to touch the curb on that inside there, because that will unsettle the car and you lose traction coming out of there. And the last corner. And it invalidated him. Tough luck there. Invalidated him on that last corner, just a touch wide. Let's see here.
It's unfortunate.
is unfortunate. Looks like Secret is on a hot lap as well. He touches that curb there. Can't put the accelerator down as quickly. Almost cuts that corner, and that's going to cost him a tenth or two. And he improves one spot into second place. He's on the provisional front row with that. Well done by him. Cut that last corner just a touch. I'm surprised nothing happened there, but Ramacron improves his time, I think, by 2/10.
Yeah.
And he is going to... That was enough to keep him in first place over Secret. But the McLaren boys are a bit fast. They were fast last week, and they're fast this week. Last week, their greatest threat to the win was Alex, who was second for a large period of the race until we had an incident there near the end. But we'll see it. Is it just me, or do I see a couple drops of rain? That might
say the same thing.
That might throw a big twist into this qualifying section with 5 minutes left. Usually you want to wait till the last bit to get that last fast lap in because all the tires are all heated up. Lots of rubber on the road, but this extra little dampness is going to put a damp towel on the... It's a bad pun, but I'll go with it. Can I get a laugh? No? Okay. We have a yellow flag in Sector 3. Oh, man. A little bug there. Not sure what's going on. 5-7, who also did well last week, is in the pits. We shall see what the plan is.
We still have two people that haven't set a lap yet, as well as some slower times there in the bottom half of the grid. So. Let's
see if... Oh, he's on... Nope, he's not. This is his lap. Let's go along with FST here. See if we can get a lap in. Even though it's going to be a little slick through here. Could have gone a little bit wider there before turning right. And you can just tell from the car that it doesn't have the speed that they did earlier in the session.
Yep.
Close. And wow, that's a brilliant time for him. He jumps into fourth place, second row. I was not expecting that from him, especially with the wet conditions. So he might be one to look out for during the race.
Wow, perfect timing. That was...
Yeah, I don't think... It wouldn't surprise me if we might have a boring last 4 minutes here as everyone chills in the pits. But let's see here. He's on an out lap. See if we have anyone else who is...
Got 57 on the out lap right now.
Yeah. Camel, he looks to be on really slow though, so I think I know what he's doing. Owlboy hasn't set a time. A lot of people... How many people have not... Just 2 people have not set a time yet.
Yep.
So it seems as Charles hasn't set a time because his steering wheel disconnected. So that is tough luck. Seems like we have a number of people with steering wheel difficulties. And
that or green screens.
Yep. Yes.
So, technical issues still abound.
Let's go back up to 5-7. He's about to start his hot lap with his softs, but here we go. You can just tell he tries to turn in and he just slid. Good job holding that.
He was drifting there for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
wide. And that, there goes his lap. Saves his wing. Burns the tires. Nicely done. I will give him that. Nicely done. Owlboy has not done anything. 5-7 retires. He's going to stay P10. Maybe hopes that he can select... I don't know what he said his first time on, but... Another yellow flag. Two minutes left in qualifying, and most people are staying put. And honestly, if I was these drivers and the bottom 7 here, I would just stay put, get to select your tire of your choosing for the start, and have at it. But he's going to go for it. Gingerly around turn 1. Hit to the apex nicely. Struggling for traction with the rears, as you can tell. Oops.
Having to upshift a bit early to keep the grip.
Yes, that's definitely a change. Ferrari engine is the high-pitched whine in this game. I don't mind it too bad.
That's a good sound.
It's not the worst sound. It sounds like a dying rabbit, though. And he loses it just a touch. And that's going to cost him a good bit of time. And I don't know if he's going to back off or keep the hammer down. Looks like he still has the hammer down. So the tricky section here. The bridge section. A lot of people retiring. This might be the last lap that we see from qualifying. 17 seconds left to go. And the only person who could put out a time is Ruda. So after this, we'll follow along his lap. He's just slow out there. Just slow. Yeah, I think he's phoned it in. Let's go along with Ruda here. Last lap of the session. Medium tires. And, whew, can't put the power down. I tell you, whenever that back slips out when you're driving, you just get a drop, sinking feeling in your stomach, and it's nothing much is worse.
Yeah, that was a little Verstappen in Brazil.
Yes.
Save there.
Thanks for the laugh, Hayden. I appreciate it. I need at least one.
Man,
that,
all over the
yeah.
place. Oh my.
And I think that will be the end. Yep, he is done. There's only one last driver out on track. Ara, but and that is the end of qualifying, and the grid is now set. The top 2 of McLaren, the boss of the field so far, they have to be really happy as a team. Ramacron starting on softs, though, so bold strategy. 2 of the top 3, Dick Tucker and Ramacron, on softs. The next of the top 7 are all on medium. Secret really is in the great position, and I see him as being the one to beat today. He's on mediums, on the front row, one-stop strategy. If he can stay out of trouble, he will have this win, most probably. But you never know. Safety cars, walls. Singapore's a tough track to predict, and we'll see if this rain holds up into the race.
It'll be an interesting start.
I didn't have a chance to look to see if the race will be wet or not. Let's hope not. Oh, hopefully we don't have issues with the server.
Or no bug lobbies.
A couple people lose connection. Let's hope no one else does. It's always the hairy part between qualifying session in 3, 2, and 1. All right. Everyone's selecting their tires if you're in the bottom 7. Come on, Charles. let's get this race started. Oh, this might not be good. This might not be good. Might have to redo the lobby here in a second. Let's wait. We're on the hold here for a second. Viewers, sorry about this. I tell you, Codemasters has struggled with their servers all year. We can only hope that 2020 is better. It looks like the formation lap is a go. Everyone is in. Let's hope everything is nice and smooth. The key part with the formation lap, I've found, is with those hard tires, it is hard to heat them up. I think there's some discussion here about restarting the lobby. Okay, I think we're going to restart the lobby.
Okay. Looks like, yeah, Charles non-crash had to...
Okay. Okay. Alright. We are going to restart the lobby, guys. Hopefully we can get up and running here. And let me take a picture quick of the...
Yeah,
grid so we know what to do.
Don't see any drivers leaving yet.
Yeah, we need to tell them.
There we go.
Alright. I guess we should back out ourselves.
Yeah.
What shall we do, viewers? You want some sweet music? Might be the way to go. I nothing gets me going more than a themed song for F1 to get me hyped. Let that play a bit. Charles is slow primal, but you gotta let him race, I guess.
Gotta be fair.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be last anyway, but you gotta give him the chance to be last, right? Be second to last. Post this quick.
You know who's starting the main lobby.
Yeah, Kraz will have a new lobby, so we'll join up. Do that here right now. He's got his lobby up in... Where is Kraz? Why is Kraz not around?
He's starting the new lobby.
Okay. He doesn't show him he's even online.
I think he's invisible right now. I sent him a message, we'll see. Sorry guys for this again. We should get this up and sorted within 10 minutes. Between Steam and Codemasters, it's a nightmare sometimes to host a race. Singapore especially. I don't know what it is with Singapore, but every time I race in Singapore, there's always a problem. But Someone messed up the code.
yes, that's a fact. They say they're Codemasters, but I mean, let's be honest here. Yeah, golf. I've been I was trying to join the new lobby. That's why it'll get better here in a second. Hopefully.
You can just go to an overlay if you don't want to give anyone a seizure.
Okay, yeah. I'll put you back over here, guys, so you don't have to see that. Okay, well. But this is definitely all Charles's fault. I think we can agree on that. Thanks for the follow, Stevie. Appreciate it. But anyways. Alright, the new lobby's getting set up right now. So what I've been doing, I've been building a retaining wall, guys. That's a lot of tough work. I wish I was. Definitely proud of it.
Yeah, then you can pay someone to do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the dream. If only my dad was named Stroll.
Roll on the TV.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
The Canadians.
Only if he had bought that Apple stock. And he said he was going to. So, give him that team.
Is that it? Yeah, just gotta get a couple shares. That's years ago. Set.
So I just learned this actually, but supposedly the nickname for Stroll is Lancelot.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
So that's a great nickname, really.
I did not know anyone was fans of Racing Point.
All right. Just a couple more technical difficulties. There it is. All right, we are in the lobby. Let's do this.
It's letting me join. Yeah.
Sweet.
Alright.
Fouling in.
Yeah, you can bring back the stream.
Suppose I could. We get to listen to the nice song again. Trying to learn on the piano, actually. I got the sheet music for it the other day.
Nice.
It's a pretty tough song to learn.
Yeah, it seems like it has a lot of instrumental parts.
Track.
I think we need to change the track as well as... Is racing line still allowed, or is it just from corners only?
I think we're good.
Is full dynamic line allowed?
I don't need to sit. It should be corners.
Yeah.
Alright, let's send him an invite. Okay, send him an invite.
Looks like we're almost ready, just missing 2 drivers.
Camel. All these guys need an invite. Alright, should be... We need a lot more people. Where's everybody?
Just 2 more.
Oh, you're right. Only... Well, I thought we had 21 in here, but...
Yeah, Kraz still hasn't joined.
Come on, boys. Let's get this potty started.
Seem to always run into these issues.
Yeah. So I think... I don't know who hasn't joined. I think we're good. Is Rogue in here? Yep, he's in here. Okay. I think we're good.
I think we still need 1 more. Not sure who it is though. Yeah, are we missing Ramacron? We have secret.
Alright. Thanks for the follow, Finley. I didn't quite understand your question. Sorry about that. Well, it seems like we have one gentleman who's still in the other lobby. Racing away.
Oh, he just got online. Thank goodness. He was, I think, in the dark about what was going on with the new lobby.
Yeah, Finley. If you're just joining the stream, we had our 18-minute quali earlier. Unfortunately, as General happens in Singapore, the lobby bugged out, so we're forming the new lobby right now. So qualifying happened. We have a custom grid from that qualification, and we'll hope to start this race here in a couple minutes. Ramacron, our pole sitter, was racing away happily in the old lobby against no one.
To be fair, he had no one ahead of him, so it's not like he would have known that easily. But should have seen the people retiring.
All right, I think we're good. Is Ramacron in? Sorry about that.
Yeah, I think now we're ready to go.
Okay. I will send the message. All right. All right. We're going live, fellers. Sorry for the wait. We got everyone in. 10-minute delay, I think, or so. 15-minute delay, maybe. We'll call it a weather delay.
Yeah.
It was that weather, that rain in qualifying.
Had to wait for the track to drain.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever watch NASCAR, but they don't run when it's wet. So it's really funny to see if they get a sprinkler or everything. They're out there with all these trucks and stuff spraying away like crazy, trying to dry it out. It's kind of interesting.
Just out there with the giant leaf blower or something.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Everyone hit ready.
Do you happen to have, with your grid, the tires that they were on for the last lobby?
I don't know if I did. All right. Let's probably take a minute or two while everyone figures out what tires they were on and their proper orientation.
Yep. Hopefully we can get into the lobby here. The race.
Yeah. I don't know why, but Singapore always feels like a really long race. It's 31 laps. It's a minute 30, now, well, minute 40 probably with more 45. And we are live. All right, formation lap is a go. Ramacron leads him off. Let's make sure everyone's got the right tires on. That looks about. I feel like Dick Tucker didn't have hards on, did he?
He might have. I thought there were more softs, but
I thought Dick Tucker had soft. That's a little. Oh boy. Oh. Come on. Come on, guys. I really like this overview shot of the bridge section. That's the one thing that they did well in this game. Looks nice.
Looks like we're having forgot their.
Some people forgot their setups. So I'll be. But I'm trying to think. Default isn't too bad, really, is it?
I don't know. Shouldn't be too much, but you never know. Changes the slightest adjustments in here.
I'm trying to think of what I normally run around Singapore. What rear wing do I use? I don't remember. All right. Can I change the camera angle? Come on. Give me their... All right. Here we go. 5 lights. Lights out and we're racing. Ramacron does not get a good start. Secret gets a much better start. Gets into the lead. A couple touching there in the back. The Williams goes wide. The Ferrari goes wide. They're filing through. So far, I don't see any collisions. Everything's smooth.
People took it safely, seems like.
The Red Bull gets a little squirrely there. Coming out. Let's check back further back. We have a crash. The Renault further back of Allboy. Looks like he lost the front wing. I think, was it Camel that he got in there with? And we have a virtual safety car on the very first lap. Looks like Rogue.
Yep, 5-second penalty.
Got a 5-second penalty. Let's check in with him to see if he got any damage. He looks like he's fine. Not sure exactly what happened. Curious to see if anyone gets a drive-through penalty here with this virtual safety car. That's what happened to me when I raced last time. Goodness gracious, the delta time is a pain to keep track of. Let's go back up with the leaders here. Should have our restart momentarily. Looks like we are green. The McLaren's touch. They go off contact. There is severe contact. The Ferrari as well. That is bad. Bad. Bad.
Oh my, and again.
And again, he lit up his rear tires. Secret is out of this race. He is out of the race.
Disaster from McLaren there. Both of them gone. Ramacron is...
That is sad and sad to see. All right, well, I said Secret was the man to beat earlier in qualifying. And it looks like Ramacron made sure that that wouldn't happen. So go figure. Looks like we have a bunch of people in the pits. See what they're doing. Damaged front wings, it looks like. Maybe drive-through penalties. That probably is what it is, drive-through penalties on the first lap. Let's go on to Charles. Looks like he is making some moves. He passes Adrenuve in the racing point. It looks like the happy team pairing of McLaren, which were joyful last week, especially when we interviewed them, isn't going to be quite as cheerful this week.
Oh, they'll be having some internal discussions, I'm sure.
Zach Brown will have his hands full. Let's go on with Shonen. Looks like he is getting close behind Alex and the Williams in front. Let's ride along for a bit. Looks like he's losing a lot of time here through Sector 3. Might be struggling. A lot of drivers have sectors that they're good at. They're either really good at Sector 3 or they're really good at Sector 1. This looks like the fastest lap is set by FST, our leader. Let's see how long that holds on for. The Arnett should be enabled. We're on the third lap. A touch wide there. Another virtual safety car as a Z3. I'm sorry, old Primal Hitman. You might be fast, but you can't beat a wall. Walls are unforgiving things.
They don't tend to move.
Even when you hit them at 200 miles an hour.
You would think they would, somewhat, but...
What's that, Newton's Law? Ooh, a little close there. As we go green, Shonen close up the gap there under the virtual safety car. We can do that somehow.
Looks like the McLaren
Charles
team
is making
taking
some
their...
good moves.
Oh, we have another DNF with Rogue.
As 5-7 goes into the wall behind. He lost his wing. Definitely not what he did. There wasn't much room there, but I don't think he... Yeah. Oh my. That is the end of his race, it looks like.
He's going to try to limp back to the pits. But...
I hope so. Not good. All the guys up front are seriously struggling.
Yeah, it looks like it was a bit of a curse to start anywhere on the first 3 rows.
Yes. Well, we have 3 DNFs already. Only lap 4. Let's go on with LOR J. See what he's doing in his Williams. Trying to chase down Dick Tucker. Might get a move down here. He's right on the back of him. Touch wide.
Really?
Touches that wall.
Yeah. Really have to watch their lack of downforce when you're following someone in the slipstream. They can creep up on you into the braking zones for these corners.
Yeah. Looks like we have a good battle here between Adrenuve and Charles Leclerc. They've battled back and forth a few times. Adrenuve has the hard tires, so you think Charles would have a bit more speed. Does he have damage on his front wing, potentially? Trying to look here on the stream. I don't see any damage. Oh, his right end plate is damaged, but he gets a much better exit down the hill. See if he cuts. Adrenuve goes to the outside. Inside with Charles, he locks up a touch, has to cut the corner, and he might lose out here to Camel if he's not careful. Camel hoping to disaster happens to the 2 racers in front, and he can pick up the pieces. So he goes to the inside. Don't want to overtake into this series of corners. Nothing good happens there.
Absolutely not.
See if Charles goes to the pits.
Doesn't look like it, but I don't think you could even fit 2 cars side by side.
All right. See here, Camel is the close, and we have another DNF. 5-7 retired.
Wow.
That is not good. Camel still can't close that gap despite Charles having a wounded car. And that brings our retirement total to 4. 4 retirements already as Camel takes a peek around the outside. Try to switch back, but wasn't close enough. See if he's close on the rundown. Nope. He takes it easy. Charles is locking up like crazy in Sector 3. And he's struggling through Sector 3 with that broken wing, but Camel's just not showing the killer instinct that you need around Singapore for the overtake.
Yep. Hitting these curbs just at the wrong time, losing his exit speed.
It's like Ruda makes the pass on Isotin. I just missed it, unfortunately. Let's go back to Camel. Charles is going to get a warning for that. Locks up, and they touch just slightly. Camel backs out. And that gap widens out. We'll probably get DRS down here through here, though, and that will help them close the gap. Really, you see FST open a 2-second lead up front. Shonen has a 2-second lead as well as Charles goes a little wild. Not much close racing going on right now, which is unfortunate for us. So we'll keep on riding along with Camel here. And Charles is into the wall. Easy overtake. His wing is gone. Lost the rear as he tried to accelerate. Really, all the favorites.
Oh boy.
Oh.
And he is out.
And that is it. Virtual safety car is out.
I don't know how we haven't gotten a full safety car yet.
Yeah, they must have changed
we're
the
on
coding.
We're on a car a lap here, so. I think we might have surpassed the number of DNFs we had in the assists already.
No. Can't do that now.
Yeah, some of the drivers are asking for a restart, but
that can't happen at this point.
Nope. A little too far into the race at this point to be unfair to the people who have actually had a good race so far.
Yeah.
FST opening up that gap. A couple tenths a lap, it seems like.
See if Shonen can get a good exit here. Alex is a tough defender. Hard to get past.
Yeah, we saw that in Canada.
Let's go down with Ramakron. LOR J is an easy target, braking early, covering it off. And that's a nice overtake for Ramakron indeed. Fighting from last, now into the points. In 10th. And he'll hope to continue the hunt.
Yeah, some great character from him.
Yeah. I know he was upset. I think he has a default setup if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Ruda. Good exit. See if he can make a move both on the hard tires. Goes on the outside. Will there be room?
Just.
Yes, there is. Well done by Ara there, leaving the space for Rude on the outside. Sometimes drivers will try to close that off and push you into the wall, and that's just not... That's not good racing to see. Ooh. That's a scary moment for sure. That wall has gotten me I don't know how many times.
I think I've hit about every inch of wall when doing time trial on the circuit. but it is tough.
Let's go back down to Ramacron. Looks like he's about to make a move on Era.
Era's going a little
was
deep
just
into the
overtaken
corner.
by Ruda. 4 seconds back already. He's struggling.
I don't know if he has wing damage or it's just those hard tires.
I don't know, but
temperature in him, but
those medium tires with Ramacron makes it look easy. And moves up into 9th as Dick Tucker gets a 3-second penalty. And once again, the gap has grown between all the racers. As LOR closes up on Ara. Ara must have wing damage because he is like a wounded duck through here. So slow. He's braking so early, but I don't see anything.
I don't think he has any wing damage.
And LOR makes it very, very easy. Nope, he does not have wing damage. He's just struggling in Singapore.
Can do that to you.
Well, looking at here, Camel is closing up on the back of Adrenuve here, down to 1.2 seconds. See if he can keep that up. As Allboy goes into the pits. See what he's doing.
Getting a new wing.
New wing, medium tires. They're not going to last to the end of the race, so he's going to need another pit stop here at some point. Let's go back to Camel. He is right now on the back of Adrenuve. He's had that deficit in the past lap.
Ooh. Slight contact with the wall there.
Both on 8-lap-old hard tires that they started on, so it should just be between the drivers at this point. Lock up by Camel through there, and that's going to widen the gap 0.3 for Adrenuve. Actually, half a second. He's opened it back up to 1.3 out of the DRS range. So, see if he can close up here into the Sector 3. Shonen seems to be closing the gap a touch to Alex.
Yeah, as well as Ramacron on Ruda.
These medium tires here have to be reached the end of their life, so we should see the top 3 pit within the next 3 laps, I would assume.
Yeah.
At this point, it's really all who was able to manage. It's all about who was able to manage their tire just a bit better. As Shonen struggles for grip. And falls back. Turn 13. It's a tough corner, probably the toughest corner in the game. As Allboy and FST, as I said, was the first. The leader goes into the pits, probably looking, even though he's the leader, to get a bit of an undercut going with the hard tires at this point. 20 laps, they can last that long. Looks like he'll probably come out the 4th.
Yep.
As Shonen, half a second back, gets the DRS, but not close enough to make a move.
Yeah, there is a 40-second gap between the top 4 and number 5.
Is that really that is hard to believe.
So,
No, there it is. It reset. It was because the
Okay.
pitting.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think 11 laps is enough time, plus the virtual safety cars, to get 45 seconds in the lead. See if Shonen goes a little bit wide, tries to accelerate out of here a little bit quicker, and loses the traction once again out of turn 13. Everyone seems to be losing traction out of turn 13.
Yeah, our Adinarov is spinning a couple times here.
Adrinov in the pits.
He might have. He looks like he probably got some damage for his wing, so yeah, he's gonna pit.
Oh, so he crashed and lost 2 places there to Ramakran Ruda. This is really
he actually might be fine. I think his wing looks okay. He might have just spun.
Okay, maybe
in the
just
runoff
spun.
area.
Managed to avoid the wall. Good for him on that one. Shonen and as Alex goes into the pits. Shonen is going to stay out. And really, I think he should have followed what Alex was doing there. I don't agree with that move. Zadrinu picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, he's running on to the end of those mediums. We'll see if he can make up time.
The thing to remember is Ramakran has to pit again, so that will drop him back down the order, probably to 10th. So,
yeah,
we shall see. And with those pittings, that opens up the gaps again, so we don't really have much wheel-to-wheel action. Right now, as Camel goes into the pits, must have wing damage there, because he only has 11 lap-old hards, so... Yep, wing change it is, as they go mediums. And Era picks up a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those roll in here.
As the tires wear, it's easy to overshoot the track, for sure.
Yep.
Alright, Shonen has to be pitting this lap, I would think. And yes, he is. So this is where the action's going to be. We'll see if he can get a good pit stop. Slows down a little bit early, I'd say. Here comes Dick Tucker. Around turn 23. Into the lead. But he does have those 12-lap-old hards. So he will need to pit. FST flies by. And Shonen comes back out. And as I said, coming out of the pits, Williams is there of Alex. And Shonen, by staying out that extra lap, is able to get in front of Alex with the overcut. Not what I was expecting to happen with the switch to hards. I thought Alex for sure would be able to get the undercut, but great outlap there by Shonen before pitting to take third place, the last podium spot.
Yeah, that was a great strategy on his part. I didn't know he could eke that much out of those mediums, but he was able to pull it off.
Yeah, 12-lap-old mediums shouldn't be harder, shouldn't be faster than fresh hards, but he was able to make it work. See if Alex can fight back. But once again, he has the older tires. They are warm, though. That's the one benefit with hards. They take a lap or two to warm up. So he has the warmer tires. See if he can make a move here, get in front, and hang on to that at the end of the race. But this looks like where the action will be. Let's go down to Ara. Looks like we'll try to make a move here on Allboy. Maybe not. He lost a lot of space. And Dick Tucker goes into the pits early with, bad corner, and Allboy is going to stream off ahead for that as Dick Tucker goes into the pits. Really a little bit surprising. He's going to go with the mediums, try to make them last 16 laps. It is a bit of a stretch. Surprised he came in that early. You think he can make those mediums last? I mean, he has to make them last. But they'll be fun to drive on till the end.
Yeah, for my assist race, I think I was able to get him to last around 14 or 15. So it won't be pretty at the end, but we'll see. I think it is possible.
Well, that puts him in 4th place. He's got 19 seconds to catch up with Alex for the lead, for the last podium position. As Shonen opens up the gap a little bit, just over a second. This is where the action's at. Let's take a look at FST here in the lead. He looks to be cruising along just fine. 8-second gap to Shonen. He just has to drive smooth, stay out of the wall, and he'll have this race. As Alex gets a 3-second penalty, and that could be very costly if Dick is able to set some fast times as Ramacron.
Oh, Ruda spinned.
Ruda spun. Ramacron sweeps past into 5th place, but he's going to have to pit here soon. He'll probably go for another set of mediums. Run to the end of the race. Let's see where that pops him out at.
Yeah, Ramacron taking advantage of the people in front of him spinning.
A lot of mistakes we're seeing. 5 DNFs. Bunch of mistakes by people who have spun out. Managed not to break their wing. Some have broken their wing. It really is a tough track to race in. So Ruda probably broke his wing there. He's into the pits.
Yep.
He's going to fall back down the order.
Going for another set of hards.
Yes. And he's looks like he's going to come out in 9th position. It's not. He's going to come out in 10th as All Boy is able to come past. As he slides into the wall on those hards.
Yeah, Ramacron might have 5th locked down, even with the pit, given all the mistakes that are going on behind him.
He has a 17-second lead, so he'll probably come out pretty... No, sorry, he's 14-second lead.
Yeah. Heather Renew, though, is having some difficulty on his tires right now.
Let's see if Isotin can make a move here down the long straight. Yes, he does. Makes it look easy into 11th. Got 20 seconds to the point position, though, so Alfa Romeo can't be too happy with their position. 2 drivers, 11th and 12th. I guess at least they're still racing, and they have a chance to get a point or two if people in front run into some action.
Yeah, Dick Tucker just setting the fastest lap. The 1:30.
On those fresh mediums, so that probably won't be beaten. You might see with the light cars at the end of the race. I know some racers in Singapore like to underfuel their cars, and through Sector 2 and 3 go on lean. Helps the handling throughout the race at the sacrifice of a little bit of speed. So that's always an option. I don't know if any of those drivers went that route, but there's all kinds of little tricks in Singapore that people try to eke out that little extra bit of speed or handling, anything that might give them an advantage over the competitors. Tire wear as well. All things you have to consider in Singapore. It's really a race where anything can go wrong, and there's tons of things you can try to do to give you a slight edge.
Yep. Looks like RS3 is spun again.
Yeah.
in last place, so that won't really cost him that much, but he's just losing time.
As Shonen gets a 3-second penalty. I think Alex has one as well, so that might make them equal. So
Yep, that'll cancel out.
that will cancel out. As Dick Tucker sets another fastest lap with those mediums. If he's wearing them out with the fast laps, I don't know if they're going to last to the end of the race.
He's having great pace now, but yeah, like you said, I don't know if those tires will last. But great lap time. Looks like the LOR is just getting close to their move. In a second, see if we can get that DRS on the next straight. Looks like Camel also there, just had another spin. On 5-lap old mediums, so seeing a lot of mistakes here in Singapore. There's now within half a second. See if he can make a move here on the. Ooh, made contact with the wall there. Lost all that time. That's unfortunate. Well, he just lost a second there. Looks like Ramakan has pitted for another set of mediums. So he'll look to make those last for the remainder of the race. See if LOR decides to pit here soon with the 11-lap old mediums. Looks like he's losing a lot of grip.
Ramacron now only has 6 seconds to Adrenuve in 5th. Largely is going to have to pit again. For sure. And those 17-lap-old hard tires are going to be hard to compete against the mediums.
Yeah, Ramacron has had some great pace since that initial crash. So I think he has 5th place pretty much locked in. Yeah.
Adrenuve goes into the pits. He must have had a broken wing. Ruda hops into 6th. And Ramacron is now, looks like, 54 seconds back.
Yep.
That is impressive.
he's not going to see another car for a while.
Yep, just keep your head down, buddy. Keep your head down. Let's go along with Camel. Zadranov gets 3 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with his car. It's showing he's ghosting. I guess because he's a back marker. But...
Oh, is that what's going on? I thought he was tied up behind Zadranov, but I guess that's Shonen in second, who's passed him.
Yeah.
The top 4 drivers are just really fast. And I guess the key thing is they haven't had damage.
Yeah, I guess it's that damage that's given them that basically a minute gap. Crazy, because I don't think they would have gotten that just based off of the safety car.
Well, I don't really see that there's a good set of gaps forming between all the drivers here. We'll see if Adranov... Let's go along with Adranov. He has fresh mediums. Has 5.5 seconds to catch up to get to 7th, as we have a yellow flag. I'm looking in Sector 3. Not sure why that would happen.
Yeah, I'm not sure who it is.
As Allboy goes into the pits, and Adranov doesn't have to try to catch up to him. That once again opens up the gaps for all the racers.
Yeah, at least 4 seconds between everybody right now.
That makes for a tough job for us commentators. And
yeah, not too much.
We
not
gotta,
too much exciting, but
we gotta entertain the fans without any excitement as Ruda gets 5 seconds. And Ruda is out of the race. Ruda is out of the race. That is very unfortunate. Virtual safety car is out. Looks like odd place to DNF.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened there.
He must have applied just a little too much power and spun there in that.
Must have.
In that corner right before the.
And you know who's going to be really happy about that? It's going to be the Alfa Romeo boys. Because one of them now has 2 points.
Yep. Yeah. You just have to stick these races out, because as you see with Ramacron, he's going to get a decent amount of points, despite going to last place after the first 2 laps. So
Dick Tucker gets a 3-second penalty. I don't think that's going to bother him too much. What is the penalty situation up top? Can you take a look at that?
Yeah, I'll take a quick look here. So let's see here. TikToker has 3 seconds. Alex also has a 3-second. And then...
Thanks, Biggles, for the info. Appreciate it. I wasn't sure if you were telling me the penalty points or if that was a math problem. I was scratching my head here for a second. Really tells you something that Adranov in 6th is lapped. Shonen is keeping that interval around 6 seconds. But, I mean, with his 3-second penalty, that's going to... yeah. That was a tough to watch secret. Sorry about to see that happen.
Yeah, I wanted to see a repeat of Canada there, but
Well, we have to be impartial. We're commentators, right?
Hey, it was entertaining to watch.
That's right. Thanks for the entertainment secret.
We'll post a good highlight reel of that.
Let's see here. Looks like Isotin. Nope, he's dropping back too. Let's go along with Shonen and see how he's doing in the racing point. You can cry externally too. It helps, man. Clear out those eyes. Help you see better. How's that song go? Something Don't Cry? I can't think of the lyrics right now.
I have no idea.
That Boys Don't Cry? I don't know what it is. I'll just tell you guys, it's okay to cry.
Not the deal when you're racing in Singapore.
Not yet. Well, I think racing in Singapore will definitely make you cry. That's a guarantee. Well, we have 8 laps to go. 8 laps. Even though they're not actually in Singapore, I bet these racers are hot and sweaty, dehydrated, thirsting for some refreshment.
Yeah,
I know
it's
I
a lot
am.
of,
I am.
well,
I'm not even
yeah.
racing.
Looking forward to dinner.
What you having?
I don't know. Gotta go see what's in the fridge.
Mystery dinner.
Yeah, some concoction of leftovers.
Let's see if Easton can get up to 9th here. Hopefully, let's go see. 2 seconds behind LOR here for another point, double his points. Easton doesn't have a point so far. Neither does LOR, so they definitely want to no longer have 0. They don't want to be George Russell. They don't want to be George Russell. As he closes it to just over 1 second, as Adrianu gets a 3-second time penalty, that's not going to bother him too much, I don't think, unless Camel can close that gap a bit. Easton doesn't quite have the DRS.
No, just outside.
And he's not going to get DRS down the long straight either. See if he can close up here, though. But personally, I had some bacon and eggs for dinner, which was pretty sweet. And of course, a grape Gatorade, my favorite flavor. I don't know, most people don't like, not most people, a lot of people don't like grape Gatorade. I'm curious in the chat, how many of you guys like grape Gatorade? Or the common complaint I've heard about it is that it tastes just like medicine. So, I think I had cherry medicine that I was given, cherry flavored medicine when I was a kid. So I like grape, but not cherries as much. But
the only medicine flavors I can remember is like bubble gum for some reason.
Yeah.
Which is just one of the worst flavors, period.
It's like when you go to the dentist and they're like, what flavor polish do you want? You're like, what flavor do I not like? I just think close the gap there for half a second, but drops back down to a second through Sector 3. He's struggling through there, for sure. I guess everyone likes grape, so I'm happy about that. At least no one says they don't like grape, which is all that matters.
Yeah, no dissenting opinions there.
No. Really rooting for Isis in here to close up that gap to LOR, get that DRS to help him out.
Yeah,
He has the better tires, 3-lap-old mediums.
He is so close, but
So far, it's that 1,000th.
Yep.
Sector 3 is what's killing him. He gets close to Sector 1 and 2, and then Sector 3, he backs back off and then doesn't have DRS, which is what he needs. See if he can hang on here to Sector 3. They go through the bridge section.
Nah.
Once again, that gap opens right back up.
Oh, he might get it here. Nope. Not quite.
Good job short shifting a touch to maintain traction. LOR goes a bit deep there. And this might be Isotin's best chance. He's right up on the back of RJ. We go through turn 21. DRS. LOR takes the inside, is leaking to the out. Isotin cuts back inside. He has the braking line. Oh, no. That was just a rookie error, really.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate. That was unfortunate.
A lot of work there just to get it all thrown away.
Yeah. Well, 4 laps to go. 90% of the race is completed.
Looks like Shonen is closing up to FST.
Just by a second. And that might just be because his tires are 2 laps newer. Gives him just a touch of an edge.
Yeah. Looks like Ramacron has made up about 7 seconds, but when you're 54 seconds behind to start with, doesn't really get you anywhere.
Nope.
Looks like I have another yellow
Yellow
flag.
flag.
Oh, Isotin. Isotin is out.
Isotin is out. Well, Alfa Romeo can't be too upset because they now have the same number of points as they did previously. But that is now
Up with the $1 million price tag for all the repairs.
7. Yeah, that is true. 7 racers out, and no assist takes its toll.
R just went right into a wall there as well.
But he still gets 10th spot.
Yeah, he just has to not DNF here. Get home and take the points.
Five-second gap to FST with 3 seconds to go. I think that might be a bit much. Plus he has the penalty. So
yeah, an extra 3 seconds there.
There really isn't any position that I see at risk with penalty points currently.
Nope. Some big gaps between all the drivers here.
How'd you like the broadcast view of Singapore, though?
I haven't really used it much. Mainly just been sticking with the onboard. But you have some nice camera angles.
Shonen is pushing it. Looks like we might have a little bit of a host issue. I don't think that will affect it too much. 5-7, our host said a storm was rolling through, so wish him the best. Hope he's doing Alright, stay safe. Might have lost his internet, though.
Yeah, hopefully we don't have any issues here.
I think it's fine.
Not that much changed, I don't think,
No.
here in the last 3 laps.
Nope. Shonen loses it, though. But
Yeah,
see how much time he loses to Alex there.
he might have a battle here for second and third. If he has damage.
No damage, he just lost the rear a bit coming out of the turns.
Looks like he just got 5 seconds there.
Yep, so nothing too crazy.
Looks
Dick looks
Tucker's
like
in the
he's going
pits.
for the fastest lap. I thought he already had the fastest lap, but
Pretty sure he does.
he goes for softs.
Yeah, he has the fastest lap.
Maybe he just wants
$139.
to make sure he keeps it. A little bit of a bold move. You already have the fastest lap. Go out on softs. Probably going to put it on the line a bit. Don't want to end up in a wall.
It's true.
But on the other side, he had a massive gap to fifth, so maybe his tires were feeling a bit squirrely and decided, you know what, I'll just get some new tires, cruise around to my softs. No worries.
Yeah, play it safe.
Play it safe.
Never know what's going on in the mind of a driver, though.
Especially not someone named Dick Tucker. He's doing a little weaving. Don't want to do a Grosjean.
Oh no, it was Ericsson.
Yeah, it was Ericsson's fault. That is true. I keep on forgetting that.
One of those funny moments in F1.
Well, 2 laps to go. Thanks for hanging on, guys. Last 8 laps have been a bit of a bore. Ooh, touches the wall. That's what I was talking about there. Keeps his end plate, cuts the corner. Looks like he's going to see what he can do. We'll ride along with him.
Yeah, I think if anyone's gonna hit a wall here, it might be him pushing here. But yeah, I would say the first 5 laps had a lot of action, but it's been a bit down since then.
Let's see what his lap delta is. 5 seconds up in the Sector 1. He's definitely going to go for fastest lap.
I guess no one's really had softs this entire race.
Camel gets 3-second penalty. Besides the start, yeah.
Yeah, one person at the start did. Looks like I have a yellow flag somewhere.
Looks like Owlboy in the Renault put himself into the wall.
Yep.
Just gotta limp home, buddy. Limp home. I think we obviously have to get FST in here.
Yep.
What about Ramacron? Do you think he might be too excited to do an interview?
Probably not after that.
Let's see.
That start, but
As Dick Tucker does go fastest lap, and we are on the final lap. Let's go on with FST. As he cruises around. He's opened that gap back up to 8.5 seconds. It was down to 5 at one point. But
Yeah, Shonen
Yes.
with that spin.
yes, exactly. Just has to hang in here for the last few corners.
Just 20 laps on the hards.
Yep, he made it work. One-stop strategy for the win. He comes around the last corner in Singapore. FST, the fireworks go off. He is the race winner for round 2 in Singapore for the No Assist League in Lights Out Racing. Congratulations to him. Well done. Perfect race, perfect strategy. He made it work. Shonen comes in at second. He also made it look easy. Few hairy moments. Alex. Third, Dick Tucker.
Not 30 seconds behind, but we'll wait for him to come across the line here.
Looks like Camel moved up a spot at the very last lap here. He gets 7th. And I think Dick will be pretty happy with P4. Not a podium finish he was hoping for. Does a little wave with the wheels. Congratulations to him. Adrenuv is 6th. Ramacron in 5th.
Yeah, good recovery from Ramacron there.
Yep, he was last there for a moment. Pitted, was able to fight back up through the field. As he gets 3-second time penalty, he won't care. He is 5th. And the top 5 lap the rest of the field. We have 7 DNFs in Singapore. More than even I expected, but what you get around this race. And that is the race. We will have interviews here shortly as they celebrate on the podium. Toro Rosso with the top step. Congratulations to him. Really an unlikely podium. A Racing Point, a Toro Rosso, and a Williams, but I guess that's what happened.
I don't think I've seen that too many times recently.
All right, let's look at our final grid before we go to our interviews. FST. We will invite him for the interview. Started 4th, one stop first. Shonen 6th. Ended up 2nd. He was in the 2nd row, last car in the 2nd row, and wins for the win. No one in the 1st row on the podiums. Really not sure what you'd expect from that, but we'll be back in a moment with interviews. We should have some. We'll be right back. Nihai. All right, FST. Do you hear me? Hello? FST? I don't hear him currently. Hello?
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm happy.
Well, you started 4th in the race. One-stop
Yeah.
strategy, mediums to hards. You made it
Hey.
work, took advantage of the McLaren carnage in front. How was the race from your perspective? How do you think it went?
I don't know English.
Okay. That's all right, but you happy for your first win?
Yes, fast win. Debut win.
Debut win, exactly. You're new to the league. You come in, 5-second gap to the top of the lead. Maximum points. Didn't have the fastest lap, but you stayed out of trouble and didn't hit any walls. So, any thoughts beyond that, or are you just happy and going to celebrate the win and look forward to next week?
Next week, I gonna win.
Okay. Well, bold statement. The next week we're going to be in Baku. So
Okay.
another city track. So your expertise in city tracks might do you well. Best of luck next week, and hope to talk to you then again.
Okay. Thank you. Kamehameha.
All right. Well, that was the race winner. He seemed to be very happy about winning, and he promises to win next week as well. So a bold statement on his part.
Yeah, we'll see if he can deliver there.
Yes. Let's see here. Second place. I think that might be the only interviews we can get today. Let me, that's what it is. I think that might be all the interviews we have today. But that's all right. It was an eventful race at the very beginning. The end, it would kind of leveled out. Everyone had a good lead. But really, the top 5 drivers showed their class. Here, let me see if I can get Dick Tucker in here. He might be a fun interview.
Ask him about that switch to the softs there.
Yes,
later in the
he has
race.
the fastest lap. See if we can get on. Let's move on to the Ferrari. Come on, come on down to the Ferrari.
I can't.
Okay. All right. Dick Tucker, Richard.
Yeah, what's up?
That was an interesting race from you. You fastest lap. I noticed at the end you switched to softs, even though you had the fastest lap already. What was your what was your mindset for that?
When I went into the loading screen, I selected by accident the harder tire choice and wasn't able to fix the strategy because I qualied
see.
on the softs. So that was just me trying to be fair and pit the extra pit.
That is a good move on your part. I didn't catch that. I thought you were just going for the fastest lap again. But
yeah, I qualied on softs and I started on hard, so it didn't seem fair.
Yeah. Well, you had a big gap up to the driver and in front, and a big gap to the driver behind. So kind of a little bit of a cruise in the streets of Singapore for you today.
Yeah, most of the excitement was at the beginning. I got blocked off by the 2 McLarens, so that's when that gap just became massive.
Yep. Well, how are you looking forward to next week? We have Baku. How do you think you're going to fare in that track?
I'm thinking top 6, maybe.
Top 6.
Difficult to tell. The tire wear is really hard to manage there.
That's the truth. Castle section is always tricky. I've always lost a wing or two there.
Yeah, I'll probably lose a wheel.
Full damage is tough, especially on these street circuits, but I think that's the last street circuit we're going to have. for the rest of the season. After that, we have Germany, which will be much more friendly and open. But congratulations on the fastest lap. Congratulations on your top 6 finish, and we look forward to seeing your race next week. Best of luck.
Yep. Thank you.
No problem. All right. Those are their 2 interviews for today. The fastest lap and the race winner, both happy. Dick Tucker's not thinking he's going to win in Baku. He's putting his expectations lower than that, but I guess he'll be happy no matter what then, I guess. But we promised a win from our race winner today, next week as well, so we'll see how that goes. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for taking the time to watch. We have a Thursday race, Assist 2, at 8:30 Eastern Time. That will be taking place in Singapore as well. And then on Thursday, Assist 1, the Tier 1 assists, will be racing in Baku, Azerbaijan. It should be an exciting race. Definitely look forward to that. Both Nihai and I will be there, so your support will be appreciated. But we will have commentators in the stream for that as well. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you, Nihai and I will see you next week, and we hope to see you sooner than that as well. Enjoy the outro music, and have a great rest of the week, guys. Thank you very much.